Okay. For questions A through F, name the angles using the figure below. You will write corresponding, alternate interior, alternate exterior, or same side interior. First, we have angles 1 and 5. 1 and 5 are corresponding. Good. Two and 6.
Corresponding.
2 and 6 are also corresponding. They're in the same position. 4 and 5. Yes, same side interior angles. So same side interior. If you just abbreviate interior, exterior, I'm fine with that. 2 and 8. 2 and 8 are alternate exterior. 3 and 5, alternate interior. Last but not least, 3 and 7, corresponding. Now, I think the easiest way to go about doing these, if you get confused, I can spell first. If you get confused, I think the easiest way is look at your pictures on your foldable and see which picture looks just like it. Now, on these, could you put vertical or linear pair up there? Did they give you that as an option? No, so you can just close those two, your top two flaps on your foldable, because you're just looking at the bottom 4, and see which picture looks the same. Does that make sense? So congruent means they're equal to each other. So congruent means equal. What does supplementary mean? Yeah, adds to 180. Is 180. They add to 180. Okay. 4, what's the first one say?
4 and 8.
4 and 8. What type of angles are those? First of all, what type of angles are they?
Well, what?
What's the angle relationship?
Same side.
Ooh.
Alternate. Yeah. Alternate.
Are they on? They're on the same side of the transversal, though. They're not on the same line. They don't have an adjacent angle. Corresponding. One's inside, one's outside. They're in the same position. Corresponding angles are what, Marcus? Congruent. Okay, 3 and 5. What type of angles are those? They are, but what type are they? This is just some extra practice.
3 and 5.
They're inside and they're on different sides of the transversal.
Alternate.
Yeah, alternate interior. Alternate interior angles are congruent. Two and 8 is the same thing, right? They're alternate interior, so those are congruent. What about 1 and 4? Why are they supplementary, Chris? They're not across from each other. What do they form?
They right angle.
They form a line.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, it's a linear pair. Linear pairs are supplementary. Okay, 1 and 7. They are congruent. What type of angles are those? Alternate exterior. Alternate exterior angles are congruent. 5 and 6. 5 and 6 are supplementary. Why, Chris? What do they form?
A line.
Yeah, they form a straight line. They're a linear pair. Okay, so if we have a linear pair, it's supplementary. What's the other type that's supplementary? Yeah, so if we would have said like 3 and 8 or 2 and 5, those would be supplementary as well. Questions for me? Positive. Okay. Number 7. Use the diagram below to answer the following questions. They're 2 points each on your test. Name a line perpendicular to EF. And as I have said 5 trillion times, I think it's best to trace over what you're looking for. So name a line perpendicular to EF. Well, first we need to know what perpendicular means. What does perpendicular mean? Forms a right angle. Where do you see a right angle being formed? You could have had 4 different answers here.
EH.
What did you say, Michael? EH? That forms a right angle.
Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, FG.
FG would be another answer. You could have said FA or EC. Very good. And then AC and AF appear to be what? What'd you pick? Perpendicular or parallel? Perpendicular is correct. Okay, let's just look at these like an X, because I think the 1 is confusing people, so I'm going to change that on your test. So, what type of angles are X and 97? They are congruent. First of all, though, what type are they?
I don't know.
It's that tricky one, corresponding. These are corresponding. Corresponding angles are congruent. So, what would X equal? 97. Okay. Questions? Okay, what about for B? What type of angles are these? Same side interior. Wow, I don't know why that is so big. So same side interior angles are what? Supplementary. So these are going to add to 180. So X plus 108 equals 180. Subtract 108. X equals 72. Fabulous. Alternate exterior. Okay, so alternate exterior angles are what? Congruent. So X equals what? 120. If you said the measure of angle 1, now for these. How do I solve for the X here? How do I solve for the X?
18x plus 60 equals 9.
Awesome. So, 60 plus 15x equals what? Yeah, because there's a 90-degree angle. There's a right angle. Good. Subtract 60 on both sides. Bring down the 15x. So 15x equals 30. Divide by 15. X equals 2. What's my equation?
40 plus x equals 90.
Good. Equals 90.
Subtract 40.
Good. Subtract 40 on both sides. What does x equal?
50.
50. Now, if you want to check, you can always plug it back in and see if it adds to 90. 50 plus 40 does equal 90.
100.
Wha- It says 100 and then 40 plus x? Okay, what type of angles are these, first of all? Alternate.
Interior.
Alternate interior. Okay, so are these equal to each other, or do they add up, and do we set them equal to 180?
Equal.
They're equal each other. So 100 equals
90. Wait. No.
40 plus x.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You set them equal to each other. We're going to subtract 40 on both sides. So x equals 60. Okay, the first one, what type of angles are these?
Oh, I don't know.
Yep, it's your hard one, the corresponding. This is the tricky. Oh, that's the trickiest one. Corresponding. Corresponding angles are congruent. So, what does 4x equal? 80. What do I do to both sides?
No.
Divide by 4. So, what does x equal? 20. There's same side interior. Chris, same side interior angles are supplementary. So, what's my equation here?
But what? 105 plus x. Wait, whoa.
105
105 plus
Plus the x plus
4x equals 180.
Good. So 105 plus x plus 4x equals 180. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to combine x plus 4x. So 105 plus 5x equals 180. Subtract 105 on both sides. So 5x equals 75. Divide both sides by 5. What does x equal? What's 75 divided by 5?
15.
Good.
Oh,
yeah.
So what's our first one? Vertical angles. So vertical.
Oh, we have to put them in order?
No, any order. Vertical angles. Linear pair. Alternate interior. Oh. Okay, alternate interior. Alternate exterior.
These are gonna be on the test.
But remember, you get to use your foldable. So alternate exterior, corresponding, and same side.
So if you get this question wrong, you get a 0 on the test.
And they're also on the test.
We'll figure
And